In a small town tucked between dusty roads and quiet dreams lived a young boy named Ayan. He was not the smartest student in school, nor the most confident, but he had something rare. He tried. He tried even when his hands shook. He tried even when his voice trembled. And he tried even when failure followed him like a shadow. Ayan lived with his father, a humble tailor who worked long hours in a tiny shop. His mother had passed away when he was very young, leaving behind silence and responsibility. Every evening, Ayan would sit near his father's sewing machine, watching the needle rise and fall. One night, as his father stitched an old shirt, he said, "Son, life is like stitching cloth. If you pull the thread too hard after a mistake, the fabric tears. But if you pause, remove the wrong stitch, and try again, the cloth becomes stronger." Ayan nodded, but at that age, he didn't fully understand. At school, Ayan struggled with mathematics. Numbers confused him. While other students finished their work quickly, he stared at his notebook, afraid to even start. Every mistake felt like proof that he was not good enough. One day, during a math test, Ayan panicked. His mind went blank. He rushed through the paper, guessing answers. When the results came back, his paper was covered in red marks. He had failed badly. The classroom buzzed with whispers. "See? He's hopeless. He never gets anything right." Ayan felt his chest tighten. His eyes burned, but he held back tears. That day, Ayan walked home slowly, each step heavier than the last. When his father saw the result, he didn't shout, he didn't scold. He simply placed the paper on the table and asked gently, "Did you learn something from this?" Ayan looked up, confused. "I learned that I'm bad at math," he replied bitterly. His father shook his head. "No, son, you learned where you need to grow." Those words stayed with Ayan, though he didn't believe them yet. Days passed, but the fear of mistakes grew stronger inside him. In class, he stopped raising his hand. He avoided trying. In his mind, not trying felt safer than failing. One afternoon, his teacher, Mrs. Farah, noticed his silence. After class, she called him aside. "Ayan," she said softly, "why don't you attempt the questions anymore?" He hesitated, then whispered, "Because every time I try, I get it wrong." She smiled gently and drew a small circle on a paper. "This is your comfort zone." Then she drew a bigger circle around it. "This is where learning happens, and learning always begins with mistakes." She handed him a notebook and said, "From today, this is not your study notebook. This is your mistake notebook. Every mistake you make, write it here and write what it taught you." Ayan didn't understand, but he agreed. That evening, he wrote his first entry. "Mistake. I rushed without understanding the question. Lesson. Slow down." Something small changed inside him. Over the next few weeks, Ayan began trying again. He still made mistakes, many of them, but now, instead of tearing pages or hiding his work, he wrote them down. Slowly, patterns appeared. He noticed why he was wrong, not just that he was wrong. But life tested him again. The school announced a science competition. Students had to build a simple project. The winner would get a scholarship opportunity. Mrs. Farah encouraged Ayan to participate. Fear rushed back instantly. "What if I fail again?" he thought. That night, he told his father, "I don't want to enter. I'll just embarrass myself." His father stopped stitching and looked at him. "Son, do you know why my hands are steady today?" Ayan shook his head. "Because I ruined hundreds of clothes before I learned. Every mistake trained my hands." Those words pushed Ayan forward. He decided to build a simple water filter model. He worked for days, experimenting, adjusting. The first model failed. Water leaked everywhere. The second didn't work properly either. Frustration built inside him. Maybe this is a sign to stop, he muttered. Then he opened his mistake notebook and wrote, "Mistake, wrong materials. Lesson, choose wisely, not quickly." He tried again. On the day of the competition, his hands trembled as he presented his project. Some students laughed quietly. His voice shook, but he continued. Midway through the demonstration, something went wrong. The water flow slowed unexpectedly. For a moment, panic hit him like a wave. His old instinct screamed, "Give up!" But then he remembered his father's words, his teacher's smile, his notebook filled with lessons. He paused, took a breath, adjusted the filter. "This happened because I learned something new during testing," he explained calmly. The judges watched closely. Ayan didn't win first place. He didn't even win second place. But something incredible happened. One judge stood up and said, "This boy didn't present a perfect project. He presented growth, and growth matters more than perfection." Ayan received a special recognition award. That night, walking home, his heart felt light. For the first time, failure didn't feel like an enemy. It felt like a teacher. Years passed. Ayan grew into a confident young man. He still made mistakes, everyone does, but now he welcomed them as lessons, not limits. One evening, as he sat beside his father's old sewing machine, he said softly, "I finally understand what you meant." His father smiled. Mistakes don't mean stop, they mean adjust. Ayan looked at his old mistake notebook, now filled with pages of growth. Each error had shaped him, each failure had strengthened him. And he realized a powerful truth. A mistake is an opportunity to learn, not a reason to give up. Because in the end, the people who win in life are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, learn, and keep going. Moral: mistakes are not proof of weakness. They are proof that you are trying. Learn from them, grow through them, and never let a mistake convince you to give up on yourself.